At this time, Dong Shuha also said with some suspicion, "I also thought that the chairman of the Emgrand Group might be the young master of the Wade family, but according to Elsa, she has never seen the chairman's face, so I suspect that even if the chairman is the young master of the Wade family, the young master is not in Orus Hill. He may still be in charge of remote control in Eastcliff, or even just hang up the position of chairman. In fact, he is too lazy to take care of things. After all, the Wade family is such a big business. A mere Emgrand Group can't get into their eyes at all." Delon asked in astonishment, "What is Elsa doing there? Why not let her come back quickly?" Dong Shuha said, "Your grandfather does want her to come back, but she doesn't want to, so your grandfather will go with her. The relationship between the Eastcliff family is very complicated. They are like the 8 Banners nobles in the Qing dynasty, they are very close by marriage. After all, every family has males and females. When they reach the age of marriage, they are bound to marry. However, big families have a very high vision. They cannot choose a son-in-law or a daughter-in-law from ordinary people, so only find suitable objects among the major families. It can be said that there is no big family that does not marry other big families, and some prosperous big families will marry multiple big families at once. This is very similar to European royal families. In those old-school monarchy countries in Europe, their kings and queens are related to each other. This is because the entire European royal family is a huge family formed by long-term intermarriage. Delon's mother, Dong Shuha, is the daughter of the Dong family and Elsa's aunt. She had married Delon's father 35 years ago. When the Kevin family and the Dong family were married, the strength of the Dong family was even stronger than that of the Kevin family. However, over the years, the Dong family has been going downhill and the Kevin family has been going uphill, so the gap between the two families has gradually widened. But the Confucian father and the old lady have always been very fond of Dong Shuha. This is mainly because the Dong Shuha did help the Kevin family a lot after she married into their family. After Dong Shuha married, she gave birth to 3 daughters and Delon was born to her as 4th child, so she was very fond of Delon. Delon is also 27 years old this year, and it seems that he is almost 28. So Dong Shuha began to worry about her son's marriage. She first searched for a large circle in Eastcliff's big family, but never found a satisfactory one. The Su family and the Wade family's daughters were both high in value and status, and each family was eager to marry them. In contrast, the Kevin family and their strength were far behind. As for those families with similar status and strength to the Kevin family, the girls in their families who are of marriageable age are either already well known, or they are really not in Dong Shuha's eyes. She naturally hopes that her son can find a wealthy daughter with good net worth, ability, and appearance. However, most of the daughters of large families are girls with obvious advantages and obvious disadvantages. The advantage is that the family is rich and powerful, but the disadvantage is that except for the money, everything else is very mediocre. For example, some eldest daughters are not learning and skillful at all. They only spend money since they were young. Although they graduated from top universities in the world, they were all donated by money. Just like this rich man, he donated $15 million to get his son to Harvard. Most of the rich second generations like this are mostly gold and jade outsiders and losers among them. Not to mention those rich second-generation girls, even Delon is the embroidered pillow. Delon went abroad to study, and his family also spent a lot of money as a donation to secure his admission. So even though he is the 3rd young master of the Kevin family, in fact, in terms of personal ability, he is much worse than those high-achieving students who study hard. Dong Shuha didn't want her son to find such a straw bag in the future, so she picked it up and picked it over Warnya's head. But she didn't expect that her own son would be so useless. To celebrate Warnya's birthday, he went to have a dispute with others, and even swallowed a string of ruby necklaces in public because of a bet. At the moment, she felt extremely helpless in her heart. But seeing that her son was about to undergo surgery, she did not show her disappointment too much, but when he got dressed, he took her to see the injured old lady first. The old lady did hurt her bones just now. The doctor gave it an urgent look and thought she would have to stay in bed for at least a week. Because the old lady was in pain, the doctor gave her a closed injection and an analgesic injection. Delon was ashamed to follow his mother to the old lady's ward. As soon as he entered the ward, his father walked up, raised his hand and slapped him fiercely, and yelled, "You bastard, it's really mud that can't support the wall. Fortunately, your grandma has no serious injury, otherwise if she had, I have to stab you." Delon had never been beaten since he was a child. Suddenly he was slapped in the face by his father. The whole person was stunned, and he felt wronged. When the old lady saw him hit her grandson, she felt a little distressed, so she said, "After the order is taken, Delon is still young. Although this kind of thing is not glorious, he can understand it. The old master is not as generous as the old lady." He glared at Delon and said coldly, "Even if he is young, he is already an adult. An adult who can't even control himself, how can we expect him to be successful?" When Delon heard this, his legs swayed.